Hey everyone, welcome back to 52 Weeks Older and Wiser. I'm Serena and I'm glad to have you here on this journey. Today we're going to talk about ageism. And I know that last week we were talking a little bit about the whole why bother mentality. So that was a little bit of kind of how we talk to ourselves. And this week it's going to be a little bit more of the same, how we talk to ourselves, but also how we talk to ourselves in relation to other people. So ageism, like racism or sexism or heterosexism, is a social construct. It would not exist if it wasn't for people believing that it exists. And ageism, so the discrimination of someone based upon his or her age, whether it's young or old, is truly another one of our times or our generation's civil rights issues. And unlike racism or sexism, ageism is something that if we live long enough, if we're lucky to live long enough, we all might experience at some point in our lives. And of course, there's, multiple ways, allergies, multiple ways ageism can manifest itself. I think the thing that we think about first and foremost is in the workplace, how, 3 out of 5 older workers say that they have experienced ageism in the workplace. 76% of older workers who are out of work and looking for a job say that they believe that their age is a major hurdle in getting their next job. In fact, screening algorithms that kind of work behind the scenes in a lot of the current online job application sites can actually kind of weed people out based on what they determine to be someone's age based on what is in their resumes. So if somebody says that they worked at a company for 20 years and then another company for another 15 years and then another company for 5 years, that computer is going to say, oh, this person has quite a bit of experience. And if a company puts into the system parameters where they do not want to interview anyone over a certain age, then the computer program will just weed those people out without even giving them a chance. Another way that ageism really rears its ugly head is in the beauty and appearance industry. I mean, it's a $53 billion a year industry, and that's on products and services that are meant to be anti-aging. It just blows my mind. So I wanted to talk to you about this today because I think it's something that we can all play a significant role in moving forward. Ashton Applewhite has done some amazing writing on the topic of ageism, and she did a really phenomenal TED Talk, and I'll link to that below. It's called Ending Ageism. And she has just done a remarkable job in kind of increasing awareness around ageism and why there's really no merit in the fact that we are all on some level ageist. I have to admit that even I let ageism sneak into my verbiage every now and then. And so kind of in the spirit of supporting the movement that Ashton has really pushed forward, I wanted to start thinking about this social movement of anti-ageism, but from an individual perspective. So I really wanted to challenge all of you who are on this 52 weeks older and wiser journey with me to start noticing where ageism pops into your life. Is it, the way you talk to yourself by saying something like, oh, that was a senior moment? Is it how you are treated at a doctor's office or at a department store? How we react to those situations and how we manifest our own beliefs on aging out into the universe is what's just going to continue to spread throughout our culture and throughout generations. So if you talk to your grandchildren about, your senior moments or, not being as sharp as you used to be or those kinds of things, that just kind of perpetuates the cycle of ageism. And it kind of says to younger generations, it's okay to write me off because it's just a senior moment and all seniors are like that. Because I think if there's one thing in life we can all agree on is that we are all very, very independent individuals. None of us are the same, whether you compare us to our same gender, our same culture, our same age. None of us are the same at that point in time. There are plenty of 80-year-olds I know who are healthier than 50-year-olds. And I think when I started to really notice this was when I started to be more aware of how people react when I tell them I'm a gerontologist. And funny side story is that one time I was at a very, very trendy bar in Los Angeles, and somebody, probably a Hollywood industry type, asked me what I was studying at USC, and I said gerontology, and they said, rocks. I've never met someone who's studying rocks. And I said, oh, well, that's actually geology, but close. Anyway, but all joking aside, when I say that I'm a gerontologist and that I work in health and aging, kind of the first reaction a lot of people will have is, oh, isn't that nice? Are you sweet to work with the older population? Kind of like, oh, you work with kittens, or oh, you teach preschool, or whatever. I always kind of like, why does that get that oh reaction? So I want you to just kind of go out into the world, try and notice where ageism kind of is popping up in your life, and then just try and kind of flip the switch a little bit in your own head, in your own heart, in your own family, in your own community. And little by little, I think we'll get there. It's going to take generations. This has been growing over decades and decades. So I don't believe ageism is ever going to be abolished, unfortunately. But it starts here, and it starts in your head and in your heart. So thanks again for joining me, and I look forward to another week of getting older and wiser.